What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Alright, so in this particular video, I want to give you guys a stat shared to me by one of my subscribers to just give you an indication of how completely worthless, completely how meaningless this IST championship was for the Lakers. This in-season tournament publicity stunt was for the Lakers. You got, I'm not going to call them what I usually call them on this channel. They're trying to catch me for stuff. But the you-know-whats, right? The you-know-what licks. Those guys, they acting like this is a fifth championship. They literally are calling this the fifth title because they got nothing going for it. They got. All they can hang their hats on is stats. You know what I'm saying? All they can hang their hats on is stats. But this goes to show you how pathetic the competition was for the Lakers in this rigged tournament for them. Do you know that during the tournament, the Lakers were 7-0 against those opponents? They were 7-0. But did you know that during that tournament, their opponents had a win percentage of only 43%? 43%. Did you also know that outside of that rigged tournament where they went 7-0, the Lakers are only 8-12? Doesn't sound like a team that should be celebrating the goddamn thing. It sounds like a team that should be sounding alarm on yet another disappointing season. Because it's interesting that the only championship that they have, if you want to call it that, was that one season where they played in the bubble, where there was a 4.5-month break in work stoppage, where they were the only team that really were permitted to practice. But outside of that one season, that one anomaly, every other year, it's either mediocrity or failure. LeBron's first year there, failure, when he was put on a team without AD. They didn't even make the playoffs. Then the year after they won that bubble-licious title, lost in the first round to the Phoenix Suns. Then the next year after that, didn't make the playoffs. Then last year, despite having one of the most rigged runs of all time after his meltdown across the world, his tantrum seen and heard around the world in that Celtic game when he didn't get his call. Afterwards, Lakers shot on average 11 more free throw attempts than the rest of their opponents, often getting calls in their favor, almost always getting calls in their favor down the stretch as opposed to other teams not getting calls in their favor. They still got swept in the Western Conference Finals by the Denver Nuggets, who all of a sudden now get absolutely no mention whatsoever. Nikola Jokic get absolutely no mention in the press. Why is that? After he was the talk of the town. He was the talk of Tinseltown last year. Now all of a sudden you don't hear anything about Nikola Jokic. Because when you get on the bad side of the media, it's curtains for you. That's the control that they have, and that's why I want this motherfucker out the NBA. He's bad for the game.